juicy curls, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It is.
Good morning. How are we doing? We good? Say hello to you too. Good morning. Welcome ค่ะ Welcome. How are you guys doing? It's a beautiful Sunday. Say hi to all of you. Welcome. How we doing? Let's get started. I am making. How we doing? Let's get started. I am. Sorry about that. Today I have thought about doing something delicious, something that my daughter have been requesting for some time now. I have my vegetables, and in fact, if I don't do it today, my vegetable gonna go bad. So that's why I have to squeeze in this morning to go ahead and finish this particular cuisine here that I wanted to share with you also. It's going to be one of the a very delicious cuisine because it's going to be a lot of vegetables within the vegetable that my daughter had brought back from California a week ago. So as you see here, I have plenty here. I have all kinds here. I have loofah, I have bamboo shoot. Oh, okay, this is how the bamboo shoot look like. If for those who don't know what bamboos look like, okay. So this is out there. I hope it's still fresh. I got this a few days ago from the Asian store. So we're gonna peel these rinds off or this part off, and then we'll clean it. We will slice it, okay. And then we have loofah. I'm talking about loofah. I ate loofah the other day. I'm gonna put. Well, I have a couple left here, and then of course this is fascinating. This is the young watermelon. Believe it or not, Cambodian, Thai, Laos people, I think they all started eating pretty early young version of watermelons. It's edible, so we had that before, so it's supposed to be good, and it's only for certain cooking only, okay. And then I have my kabocha. I'm gonna use just a little bit of it because I have about a pot here that sometimes when I gather everything too much and I overflow, I have to transfer this into a bigger pot, and I have potential to do that. So I start with 10 cup right now, but doesn't mean it can stay 10 cup. I have issue with cooking minimally. I'm always exaggerate with overcooking. So let's see how it goes. If I have to go with a bigger pot, we'll go bigger pot. because that means going to be left over and somebody going to be happy to have more than one occasions of serving. Okay. So I know it's Sunday. I know that some of you don't wake up. Some of you is getting ready for church. So am I. So well, let's do this before you go anywhere. I'm gonna be holding you captive here because you're not going anywhere until I'm done cooking. That's the fact. So I already started my my water boiling. I'm gonna go ahead and start my outer boiling also, because I'm gonna do first is to start with this bamboo shoot here, because sometimes bamboo shoot have the bitter flavor. I'll see if I needed to pre-cook beforehand and to minimize the bitterness of this bamboo shoot. Okay, so this is bamboo shoot. If you don't know what bamboo shoot is, bamboo is like that one that skinny plant that like grow to a few 100 feet long, or even 1,000 feet even. Widely grow in China, Cambodia, Thailand, and I don't know about Korea. I haven't been to Korea. I know that part of Japan grow this also. In Florida, they grow this because anywhere that Asian habitat, these will grow. Okay, so this right here is tender, so I'm be able to have of it. So this is the part that I have to diminish. This is the part that I have to get rid of. Okay, this is not edible. This part here. Okay, so I'll do is that I'll use the this is my shredder. My I swear I have it earlier. Chefy. No sweat. I have about 6-7 of those. If one is missing, one day. Interesting. Give me 1 second. See what I'm telling you? As for me, I should have. Ooh, it's not working. I have a better one. Anyway, I'm not worried about that. Wasting my time. I'm going to do this instead. How about that? Because this getting old. I had it a few days ago. I have my trash bag here. Not trash bag. These are my my decomposer. I use that for my garden, feeding my plants and the earthworm. As you know that I have thousands of earthworm in the backyard. I got them all the way from California. I'm a proud mom of earthworm. So, why? You know, they help with cultivation. They do something to the dirt for sure. You know why? Because my daughter. Oh yes, today no grandkids. It's okay, right? I mean, I'm used to have a grandkid here bugging me all the time, but when they're not here, the house is pretty quiet. Very unusually quiet. My mom's here, my son's here, the dog's outside. So so my goal is to get this thing sliced up. Okay? So I'm using this peeler to slide this up. So now that I got rid of all the tarnished, I mean the brown parts and the rinds and the tough fibers of the bamboo shoot. Okay. So it's very tender. This is edible. Okay, it's very nutritional. If you have not tried it, if you see something looking weird like this, okay, they are weird for some of us. But guess what? Let me sample this. I mean, yep, it's a little bitter, so I'm gonna slide this up and cook in advance. That way, when I need it for my to add all this up into the pot, it'll be ready. Okay, I know it's gonna deplete some nutritional out of this, but in my way, I would not even cook this separately or deplete the original flavor, because if the grandkid be eating this, they will say, "Grandma, this is bitter. I don't want to use this." So I want my grandkid to be able to enjoy it. So I'm trying to minimize all the bitterness, all the after game smell, whatever it is. Okay, so look at this slicer. Look at that. It peel. Not only it peel, it does this work for you too. Okay, don't be tricking that this thing have multi-purpose. Everything that we have in our kitchen had multi-purpose. So you have to figure out how to use them. Okay, so this right here, it cost me $8. Yep, $8 freaking dollars is about $6 per pound, and it go a little bit over a pound. And most of it was just this part right here. Look at how small I got from this. So yeah, or if you can go cheaper, you can get it from the bottle or the can. It worked, but I wanted something fresh for this pot, so that's why I have them fresh. And I haven't had fresh bamboo since I went to Thailand and Cambodia. When I was in Thailand and Cambodia, my aunt had plenty of this. She has a whole bunch of this in her backyard. She grew it as the fence. So bamboo, some of the bamboo is very thorny. Some bamboo had no thorns. Some bamboo are like this big. Some bamboo is like that big. Some bamboo like that big. So there were varieties of bamboo species. I think in Thailand, the last time when I saw someone did the content on how big the bamboo was, it was like almost as big as this bowl. Yeah, I mean, I show, if I have that much of bamboo shoot, I'll be building my mansion out of it. My dad is not only a farmer, he's a carpenter also. He built his own home, his own house. He built his own honeymoon home on the top of the riverbank. The same river that I got drowned over until I got freaked out. I don't want to even be near the water anymore. And that's how terrible it was. And it was fun though, living near the water. And during the flooding season, the water would rise up so high and flash flooded. And I used to sit on my staircase. My house had 3 tiers of staircase. So the bottom staircase is swamped with white water. And the second, like barely on the top of the water. And the third tiers of the staircase, I turn around, I fish. And during the monsoon, so many fishes, little fish, big fish, that I don't know where it flooded from. Cambodia used to be like plentiful of natural resource and fish and wildlife and all that. Okay, so while I'm talking, I finished with my dicing. So this is 1 cup. So I have about 1.5 cup, or I consider that small bamboo shoot because I see a big one like that. And there was a small one like that. So this one, and then a small one like that also, the varieties of bamboo shoot. Okay, so don't be mistaken that they're skinny because no. Some of them are skinny, some of them are, the one that they have here in America was just a tiny bitty one. And then the shoot would be about that big. And then in China and Cambodia and Thailand, the shoot is that big. I'm not exaggerating. There's one particular bamboo shoot species in Thailand. Is that big. I'm not exaggerating. You go Google it. You don't believe me. Okay, so I'm gonna put in my boiling here. Mama, I have to apology. Tongue was out yesterday. among the people, and the air conditioning was high because it was too hot, and all the dust circulated around the buildings and all the people talking. It got me going. So it's about a cup and a half, but you can add however more you like. It had no limit to this part right here. The more vegetable, the better. So, all right. Remember now, today we're going to use chicken meat for typically this right here, they will use chicken, not chicken meat. They will use the pork belly or the fish, okay, the smoked fish. But I break the rules. My kitchen, I get to do what I like to do in my family. Okay, I'm going to boil that and allow that to blanch and minimize some of the bitterness. So I have to write it down because I have to put the description for you guys. If I don't, I will forget. Okay. This small bamboo is about 1 cup and a half. So each cooking is different, so I can't have everything the same. Okay, the next things I'll do is to go ahead and combine a chicken. I have 4 drumstick. You can use any part of the chicken, but I like the drumstick because the drumstick has extra fiber, extra muscle. So when we blend it, you would get to taste the what do you call it? The fibers or the tender, or not tender, the muscle. Okay. So if you're vegetarian, guess what? Leave all the meat product out. You'll be cool. So I have 4 drumstick. Okay, and we're gonna grind this. I have remember a few days ago, 2 days ago, I made this the paste. Remember, I made about 20 pounds worth of paste the other day. I just finally got recouped from it because it was a lot to work. All the dicing, about 20 pounds worth of lemongrass. So these are the actual stock of lemongrass here. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, this is the lemongrass. The leaf grew to be about 6-7 feet tall, depending on how old these things are. People say that if you see lemongrass flowers, you'll be lucky because I have not seen. I'm 62 years old now. I never seen lemongrass flower before. So if this flowered, you probably one of the luckiest person. But they said that it has flowers. Okay, let's put that away. So I did that, and yes, that was like a lot of work. So I have to recuperate from it because it was a lot of work. Not only that, I have to dice the lemongrass. I have to dice the kaffir. Well, my mom helped with picking the kaffir from the trees, and she peeled about 4 pounds of garlic. Remember, I had that like it was a big bowl like this. I assume it's about over 20 pounds worth of it, you know. So I process it, and I think the reason I did that because some of these Asian herbs and spices are only available a certain season, and in Las Vegas it's very scarce. The scarcity make the product on high demand. Now you know that, right? You know the physics of this is that low supply, high demand. You learn that in business courses. You know, the lesser the product, the higher the values of the price. So same thing here. We don't produce here in Las Vegas. It's too scorchy. I tried that. It didn't work. I have brown thumb. It didn't work neither. I grew everything in the backyard. I have my own kaffir leaves. I have my jasmine. I have my champaga. I have a few other things grow here too, but then say for lemongrass, it didn't do anything for me. So I didn't give up, but I took a break from it. I said, guess what? We're just gonna take one long trip to California. It's about 600 miles away, so it take about 10-hour-ish drive for some folk, but for me it take a little longer. But yeah. So I'm gonna refresh this because I'm gonna mix the chicken in there also. Okay. I love this baby. Sometimes it works so well, cooperating well. Sometimes it's like, I'm not doing nothing for you. So it's irritating. Okay. So I already have this processed a few days ago, 2 days ago. Okay. So I unplugged this first because I'm going to be using this. I'm just being extra precautious. I don't want to get executed. No, I'll call it electrocuted. Executed is when you get sentenced to death by lethal injections or electrocution. So I'm prone to accident. I just got recovered from a little cut from there too, because it was not from chopping. It was from me handling my chop knife too close. We have a relationship. The knife and I have a relationship. We have that love and hate relationship. And every time I did something wrong, I did the same thing. Every time this knife did too much, I like, bye to you too. I see you in the recycle bin. Don't do that, right? Anyway, I'm gonna leave some of this in here because I needed to cook. I needed to make my chicken. I'm gonna blend my chicken, and then I'll make it to a little chicken ball, so that way we can enjoy this meat. If I don't put some meat in it, my grandchildren will trying to scrap through it. So, Grandma, where's the meat? So that's what I'm doing this. If I were to cook this by myself, either put smoked fish or no fish at all, because the vegetable that we be making today will be flavorful. Will be plenty. It's gonna be plenty of flavor. Yeah. All right. Let me blend my chicken. Oops. Girlfriend. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. It must be that Sunday morning fever. All right, it's plugged in now. Let's go. So I'm gonna blend this until it's good to form a little nice ball. I'm gonna add some flavor to it, okay? I'm gonna do some flavor. I'm gonna do about 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon. Right here, 1 tablespoon of sugar, because I need some flavor. What else do I need? I think that's all I need. And write it down so I can get everything down. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm going to add some salt in it. Oh, dang it. Excuse me. half teaspoon of salt. I'm creating the recipe here, okay, because like I said, each pot I cook is differently. Sometimes I make a little one, sometimes I make medium one, sometimes I make like, yeah, it depends who I'm feeding, whether I'm feeding the whole village, I'm feeding my family. It is one of those situations where I have to measure correctly. Sorry. It smells good because the cooking paste that I make here is full of garlic. There was no kalanga, but I put the lady finger or the root kachai, lemongrass, kaffir leaf, a lot of garlic. think we're good. I'm gonna use the glove because still got the wrong size of glove. I gotta get my hand to get bigger so it fit well. So because I have the turmeric in this paste here, and turmeric, it bleed. It has a yellowish color, and then when I had on my palm, it looked like I have jaundice. And that's the thing. So my water is boiling. I have, first of all, let me drain the rice. I have about, I think I have about a cup of rice. I wash it and soak it nicely. I think I have about a cup. I forgot. I measured earlier. But for you, I can measure it again. Ooh, I smell the aroma from the bamboo shoot. It had that smell, the sweetest smell. So here's 1 cup of rice. So I have my pot boiling over here, right here. So I'm gonna cook my rice already. Remember, this is gonna be porridge. It's gonna have a little bit of rice. Even we have all kind of vegetables, but I think I only need 1 cup of rice, because if I put too much, then I would have issue with overflowing. I have to extend it into a bigger pot. Last time I did that, it was like, man, what am I gonna do with the rest of rice? Okay. So it's about 1.5 cups of rice. Okay. I'm telling you, we're probably gonna have to transfer into a bigger pot for sure. And I thought I had 1 cup. Dang it. All right, there we go. We'll deal with it as it comes. Right now, it's not there yet. We'll worry about it when it's here. So I have my bamboo that is blanching. Well, actually, it's cooking. By blanching or boil the bamboo in advance, it allows us to it help minimize the bitterness of the bamboo, because some bamboo has very mild bitterness to it. Some bamboo have higher bitterness to it. So we're gonna do a little chicken ball here, okay? Let me get some oil onto my finger here. Easier when in Cambodia, this recipe here, they will use smoked fish or cooked fish, or any kind of raw fish would be good also. But just that I can't smell the fish smell anymore. It gets too strong for me. As you get older, your system changes, so fish is no longer agree with me all the time. You know, that fishy smell just got worse when you get older. You know, your system going change through changes. So you don't believe me, you don't see it now, and when you get older, things will be different. I'm just preparing your head. No, being older is beautiful, you know. I mean, you get to enjoy your life. The kids are grown now. You around the grandkids. You get to travel. You get to retire, and a new chapter in life, which is nice. You know, I done my at least 40 years of my work, serving the community, at least 35 years, serving my dad 16 years, in the service of my mom. So it never get done, you know. I mean, serving family is the most. Spent 34 years raising kids from the first one to the last one. I count it, because then I record it also. Something for me to remember. It's just those wonderful experiences. So I cook the rice first, because rice will take a little bit longer to cook, but I soak it about an hour while we prepare this, so that should cook a little bit faster also. And then I have a lot of vegetables that I need to prepare. I have the kabocha. I have button mushroom today also. Well, thank you for the heart, sweetheart. Thank you, whoever doing that. Sometime my daughter and my grandkid. Good morning, sweet love. Mặc for ấy. For dang it. Ball pack. I know. Like on Christmas when I come over, I'll make you a big pot. I know that you love this also. You always say, "Oh, my sister are lucky they get to eat your cooking." I know, but your brother cook all the time too. You don't have to cook. Your brother is better cook than I am. So you're lucky to have your brother living at home and he can cook all these. Yeah, he's good. How are the kids? Where's the little one? Oh, I went to if Lennox is on here, Lennox, Grandma went to the dinosaur place last night. I made some video for you. I'm gonna send it to you later so you can see it. Yeah. We went to have pizza last night, and I noticed that there's a shop for kids, dinosaur shop. I thought next time when you come down here, we'll have to take you to the dinosaur shop. because I know you knew all the dinosaurs. I can't even say T-Rex. That's only, I think that's the only dinosaur that I knew the name of, the T-Rex, because it's so, I know somebody named Rex too. But when you put a T on top of it, and then you have these great dinosaurs, the one that eat you. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, I think I have too much rice. I probably have to scoop the rice out, but because if I have too much, then the rice will get fat, and I'm gonna expand the pot, and then I have too much, and then what I'm gonna do, send it to Davi. She's probably gonna be happy, but then it's gonna get there too late, and it's gonna be spoiled. But other than that, what I'm gonna do with rice, maybe I need to remove some of it. Let me see that, because all right. The way it's going, I would need a bigger pot. All right, let me deal with it right now with this pot right here. This is about 1 gallon. I got 10 cups in there already, okay? Let me go ahead and put my chicken in there. And this chicken right here adds up. And then the rest of the vegetable is gonna add up higher and higher, higher and higher. And then I will have to transfer into another pot. Oh, well, I'm not gonna worry until that happens. Let's do this now. Put the chicken in. Oh, dang. I already see that it's coming. I might need a bigger pot, but I'll worry about that later. Okay. Let me drain my bamboo. It's not a lot. Once I boil it, it boiled down. Okay, so I got my chicken in there already done. Okay, my bamboo. Bamboo done. I gotta make note because all these ingredients here, sometimes it drive me on the other side of the kingdom. Alright, so here's my bamboo. It didn't change the textures or colors, okay? I will go ahead and sample this. I know it's still bitter. Perfect. It's still very little bitterness, but it'll be fine. It's gonna blend in well. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put into the pot now because these need to cook down because bamboo is still crunchy right now. All right, let's put our bamboo in there. And next time when I see more fresh bamboo shoot, I will get another one and I will make soup for you. So next time will be แกงหน่อไม้ หรือก็ slaw tampiang. When I was in Thailand, oh, my aunt make it so good. And that was the best thing ever to be able to have the แกงหน่อไม้ sot. That's fresh bamboo shoot soup. All my grandkids in East Coast are all up now. They're over there. 11, 12, 1, 123. What? 10, 11, 12, 1. Yes. So they passed they already passed their lunchtime. But my daughter is so busy with the baby and the shop. Sometimes she won't eat until later in the evening. Same thing for here. When my daughter come home late, sometimes she didn't even eat. Because when you eat late in the evening, that's where you mess up your metabolism. Where you have dinner and go to bed afterward. And that's where we start gaining weight rapidly. Even during the daytime, if you take nap daytime after meal, you gain weight rapidly also. So that's why if you feel tired during the daytime, if you want to take nap, take a short one. Don't do full hour, 2 hours, do 1 power nap, do 15 minutes, wake up, and then go on with your daily life. Because if you do take nap middle of the day or any time of the day, it will interfere your sleep in the evening. First of all, it delay your time, sleeping time, and it will throw off your sleep at night. I'm gonna do this because I like the beauty of it. And whoever bite into it, they will be dancing with joy. Nothing like dancing with joy when you know when you have that when someone bite into hot chili, especially the chili from Asia, you don't want to mess around with. Okay. So let me do the kabocha. The kabocha is one of those vegetables that I like to challenge the chef because it's so sticky. So close your eye, close your ear, go boom. Well, it didn't exactly, but I always get help. Thank you. I was gonna get just a little bit of kabocha, but then I remember that if I have extra, I can make dessert or even cook this separately. Look at that. Look at the texture of the kabocha. This is so delicious. This is different. This is called kabocha, squash, or we Cambodian call this Japanese pumpkins, because it had these beautiful textures and it had very nice flavors. It's not soggy like American squash, especially the one that we carve for Halloweens. Okay, these have a beautiful flavor. It's a little gummy, and then it had a sweetness to it. Sorry, it have to be forceful like that, otherwise it'll be playing with you all day, and I don't have all day. Okay, so I'm gonna use this much because looking at the pot, it's gonna be extension soon. Okay, so we remove it. This are the seed. I have a lot of plant growing in the backyard, but knowing Las Vegas, I won't have the kabocha here. I won't have the squash. But in California, I will have plenty. We used to grow so many, and we just started giving to our neighbor because we had too many. But here, sadly, I will see the flower of it, but I'm never gonna be able to see the kabocha fruit here. I think I call it a fruit. So we're gonna remove all the little textures inside of it. It's already, I washed it already, okay? So I still have to clean the rind off here. Just use your carrot peeler. And just remove the hard rind here or the extra fiber out here, okay? And remember last time, if some of you remember that I carved this and turn it to dessert. So this can make a few kind of dessert. I can make cake. I can make cook this in coconut cream and tapioca pearls, and it's gonna. I think if I have leftover, that's what I'm gonna be doing next. I made the pumpkin cake already. The wrap with banana leaves. I did that a couple months ago, I think. Yeah. I know. Careful. Don't want to cut at the same spot. It hasn't even healed. It not healed completely yet. I removed the band-aid. I lost the band-aid somewhere. Okay. It started to smell so good already because the lady finger, the kachai had a very nice aroma, and it's a good condiment for the combined recipe. Oh well, I'll do this quicker. This be good to carve this, turn into beautiful flowers, styles. But it's a lot of patience though. You know, it took me about 2 days to do that. I mean, a few hours to do that. So I turned it to 2 episodes of carving the kabocha pumpkin or squash. This kabocha is a little gummy. It's a lot easier if I peel this from the whole kabocha. I should have done that. But sometimes I don't even think correctly. You said, watch your finger. Thank you. I am. Let's see. I might use more of the kabocha because my kids love kabocha. They love the texture of it. So the kabocha look like this, okay? It looks similar to American pumpkin, you know, say for it does not turn yellow, it's green. They have in American store too, but they're expensive. But Asian store is a little bit more lower than American store. But I have not seen all American store carry kabocha, because Americans are not familiar with them, so they won't be able to sell them unless Asian folk bought them. Same thing, you know, sometimes when I see fruit, vegetable that I'm not familiar with, I don't know what to do with it, you know, unless I know that what I can use with in the cooking, then yeah, I will probably buy it, take it home, you know. Okay. So I have 1/4 of the kabocha. Let's see if I need more. The reason I only use half because I have the sweet yam from last dessert, so I wanted to add it into my cooking also, into my baba pat also, because this will give a very nice flavor. It has, because the sweet potato, it's had a pinch of sweetness. So that's what we need, okay? We go into, oh, dang it. It smells so good. It started to look like this. Oh. Okay. So the rice is cooking. Let me get my sweet potato going first, because I don't like my vegetable to go to waste, no, because these are expensive. So I'm gonna use this. Gonna keep it up. Cut in square, around, whatever you want to cut it, you're fine. This is almost like stew, you know. I mean, you just put everything into the pot here. Okay, so let me do this first. The kabocha the same way. Cut it the same side, so that way it'll cook on time together. If you go to Cambodian store or restaurant, they won't be having this, because they're not making this ball pack for you unless, I don't know, I have not I have not found one Cambodian restaurant or Thai restaurant that make baba pet yet. But this is going to be home recipe for home only. Okay, so all right, we're cool. I have 1.5 large yams or sweet potatoes and 1/4 of kabocha, squash. I would love to put more of the squash. Maybe let me assess the size of my pot right now if I can add more kabocha. Well, it didn't look comfortably fit in there. If I do add more, I'm gonna probably have to extend it to a bigger pot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add my remember this cooking paste that I made the other day? This is for it, okay? I'm gonna add probably about 1/2 cup here. A little bit more because we have a lot here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add my kabocha because it'll take a little bit of time to cook it, and I'll assess the need for the extension of the pot. Yeah. Let me bring it over so you can have a view of it. I'm tired of go chase after my my pot holder. Okay. So we are looking like this for the moment, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and add the yam also. Oh goodness. I for sure that I'm gonna run for another size pot. Okay, I think I might just about do that right now. I'm start complaining already. Let me transfer it into this big pot here. So that way, if I stir it, I will have issue overflowing these things. I told you from beginning, this is gonna happen. I never fail, believe it or not. I never fail. Always happen. But for good reason, somebody gonna eat it. It's not gonna be me for real. Or I need to book a ticket for the kid to come over here so they can enjoy this. There you go. Happy now, chef? Shoot. Always extra. All right. Well, I have my I got 10 cups there already, but because I'm adding extra vegetable and rice, I'm gonna be adding some more. But you know what? I couldn't have corn, right? It would be good to have corn, but then I can't have corn in it. So these are the liquid that I washed down. So let me see. Let me measure this also. I want to be precise with the liquid that go into the pot. It's about a cup. Okay. So I have 11 cup, 12, 13, 14, 15. The way it's going, I will need 20. 16, 17. All right, we'll do 18 for now. Otherwise, I would need a. Oh, okay, it's losing up. 18 cups of water. If I need it, I'll come back for extra. We'll call Chef Extra next time, so that way we have the problem solved with that being extra. So let me add my 18 cup of water. I boil the water, so it's hot. So it's boiling right now. Oh, I found my peeler. It's back here. Huh. That's what I was looking for. Girl. Okay. Oh, it looks good. But I like kabocha. Let me add a little more kabocha so that way we can end this story with happiness, with happy smile. Yeah. Okay, let me look quick. So we're gonna do half the kabocha. We can do this quickly. Boy, I'm gonna have issue with this. No one here to eat. But when the kid come home, they'll eat it. But that will be like in the evening because I think they went canoeing somewhere. Oh, I think they went to Colorado River. Yeah. They told me that, Mom, good morning. I left for the river. She didn't tell me which river. We're not close to Mississippi. We're not close to Yangtze. We're close to Colorado River. So I think that's where she went with her family. Okay, we have just a little bit more than we be done with this kabocha. Morning, Mom. It's not it. Mình cái tao lên on. Cái nôm này tao heo tức on.
Cái tô nào on?
Cái tao tao stung hay tao Colorado.
Chẳng hả? Sao kia là không bốc đó.
Okay. I'm gonna add some flavor in there already. Okay, so I have half a kabocha. I'll do 2 tablespoons of chicken bouillon. One tablespoon of sugar. I'll do about 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, and then I will do the fermented fish later, fish sauce. Because I don't want to stink up the house right now because it'll have tendency to do that. Chicken bouillon, 2 tablespoons go in because I wanted to get my vegetable to infuse with this spices already. What else? Sugar. Boo. And some fish sauce. I do 2 tablespoons for now. Because I'm gonna need a lot more than that because I have 18 cups of water. I'll probably need about 5 or 6 of this. But I want to do low salt for now. Let's see where I'm going. sample it. Tastes amazing. Okay. Next, I'll do the loofah. Yes, same loofah that you use in your bathtub for your soaping. When it gets mature, the inside of the loofah would have that little nasty textures inside of this. Back home, that's what we do too, loofah. I think that's what the word loofah come from. But a lot of bathroom have that plastic made loofah, but the real loofah plant coming from here. Okay, so if this loofah plant get old, mature, the inside of it will become detangled with all kind of hold on, let me pick up some of this. I was explaining how loofah work for the bedding meat. So if you see that the loofah plant base is coming from this little plant here. So when this plant get mature, like I said, it'll build up the nasty texture inside of it. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Right now you cannot see it, okay? But once it get mature, it had that tanglement. It looked like cheese tanglement, but it had strong fiber. Okay, so these are easy to cook, so I'm gonna leave this last. Maybe when we're about to finish with our cooking, when the kabocha cook, we'll add these in because these will cook quickly. This right here had a lot of water retention. If I cook this, a lot of water would get excreted from this little loofah. Okay. I wash and drain this vegetable prior to cooking this, so that's why I'm not going to rinse it anymore. Okay, so I have one large kabocha, not kabocha, the loofah. This is a baby one. So next week, no, maybe a couple more days, we'll do loofah soup. I'll show you how. Okay, so I have a few of the pepper in there already. It's boiling. It smells amazing. Ooh, this is kind of stew that you'll be happy with. Okay, and I have some button mushrooms. I have 5. Okay, I'm gonna do that when I cook my kabocha. I mean my loofah. Some of these vegetables are easy to cook, so you don't have to cook them from beginning. They're like kabocha. It takes a little bit of time to cook it, so that's why I put them first. This is like gumbo, huh? Add so many varieties of vegetable in there, or stew. Okay. Remember I told you that we have these baby watermelons? I don't know, but you know, those primitive people, they eat everything from green mango, green tamarinds, green papayas, green bananas. Of course, they eat green banana also. What else that they can eat green? And the green watermelon. Now you tell me that it's not weird, okay? Don't be saying stuff that, oh, that's so weird. No, it's not weird. It just, like I said, people from different countries, they eat different things. So look at that. Look at the melon. It's almost ready. So this is probably the baby melon that one past their growing code or marketing code, so they just pick them for sale. So because it has already seed in it, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this part. I'm just gonna take the skin part right here. I mean, that part there. Okay. You're gonna cook this with the loofah. Because this is a bit too old for this already. It's almost like ready to eat with and there's a few other, oops, my bad. Let me peel it first. And there's a few other ways to cook, to make food out of this baby watermelon. So if you do see baby watermelon at a grocery store, just do not be wonder why the baby watermelon is at the vegetable section. So this is why. Yeah, we start eating them early. You know, it's just a cultural thing. I'm not gonna argue with you. I already told you it's a cultural thing. It's not, no secret to this, okay? And it had a very nice flavor. It had some sweetness to it. And that's what gonna make this pot of vegetable porridge so good, because all this vegetable, the infusion from the vegetable here, gonna be awesome. Look at that, look at the seed. It's almost like this, you know what, this probably the yellow melon. I'm not sure, I'm just saying, you know. I mean, it's almost ready. In Cambodia, people can make pickle out of watermelons rinds. And in fact, they even make soup out of watermelon rind too. In Cambodia, Cambodian people are very skilled food maker. You know, they know how to make food out of everything. Not to mention that they eat just about anything too. But it's not like that though. You know, when I grow up, we never have food deficiency or food shortages. We always have plenty to eat. But after the genocide, people came up for that 5 years of starvation. So they started, they have to eat to survive. So they started eating crazy critters and stuff like that. So that's why you see the Cambodian people started eating weird food, you know, weird creature. Like, I mean, the rat, I seen them eat from beginning of time. Our family do not eat rat. In fact, when my dad have to minimize the farm rat because they're out eating that rice, the crop. So Dad would hunt for it, and we have like 50, 60 rat per day. And my mom would prepare into a meal. I mean, not meal, prepare it. She smoke it up and then sell at the market, and people buy them. And we don't eat them. My mom not even touch the rat. But I have to touch the rat because my mom don't do it, then I have to do it. But we make money out of selling the rat meat though. The frog also, I don't eat frog neither. And the eel, it takes me a lot to eat the eels, to cook the eels. I gotta put all kind of, I have to put more of the ingredients or herbs and spicy before I even have a sample of it. I have an eel, a sea eel in the fridge that I want to cook, but then no one to eat it, so I don't know who I'm going to cook it for. But in Japan, they make the sea urchin and they turn it to beautiful meal. I don't know if I can trick the kid with that. All right, it's boiling right now. Let me see if my kabocha is even near cooking. Okay, so this is how we look like at this point in time. Got the bamboo, the kabocha, the yam. Let me sample the yam if the yam is ready. Ooh. Oh. The kabocha is ready. Oh. Mm. Tastes so good. If you like pumpkin or squash, try kabocha. This will go well with a nice piece of steak, you know, grilled steak, and have kabocha as side dish. Oh, that was hot. I'm gonna go ahead and add more vegetable in there. Oh goodness. See what I'm talking about? Oh, nice. You know, this is just like concert, right? So you have drummers, you have bass player, you have keyboard, and you have the, what else? Guitar player, saxophone, what have you. It's the same thing. Making food is just like the whole concert. You have to have like all the band man, you know, you cannot be one band man and then you will like, you try to do all that. Same thing for cooking, you know, you got to pre-concert all these ingredients to make one delicious meal. Here in America, all the ingredients are limited, but in Cambodia, believe me, it'll be different than this. Okay, because they have more kind of vegetable that I need for baba pack here. But here in America, I have to make according to the availability of the vegetables. Okay? But I got the bamboo though, that's authentic, and the kabocha. Okay, so I have how many button mushroom? I think 5 button mushroom. One medium loofah. I got kabocha. Okay. All right. Let me sample the juice. It's gonna be so good. Because all the vegetable in it, the flavor of the vegetable is what make this baba pack taste amazing. Thai call it khao pat. They call khao tom pat. Pat mean the short people, and khao tom is the porridge. Same thing for Cambodian. They call baba pack. Oh wow. I probably just need a little bit more sodium, maybe 2 tape. I'm gonna use the fermented fish soon when I'm about done, because I'm not doing that now. It's gonna stink up the house. Right now, it tastes amazing. It had a tinge of sweetness because all the sweetness from the kabocha, the sweetness from a tablespoon of sugar I had earlier. I had what did I have in there? Pure cane sugar, and the loofah had its sweetness also, natural sweetness. So in combined, this is amazing. I shall have a big bowl sitting where I'm going to be sitting, not in front of TV. I'm not TV person. I see that I have about 5 of this baby here. I'm going to add a few more just to be happy. Just have that nice color. So that I have all the roots and all the fruit vegetables, but that's not all, okay? I also have to is this is called, it's not spinach, but it's related to spinach. This grow freely everywhere in Cambodia and Thailand, Laos, in Vietnam also. So this has the same flavor as the spinach, but it's not spinach. Okay, let me show you how it looks like. In Stockton, I have so much of this, but here it doesn't grow, so it looks like that. So there are a few species. This purple one looking like that, and this is the white one. The white one grow big. Okay, it grow into a tall tree, and it had a lot of flowers, and the flower will get dispersed, and it's gonna grow. It's gonna take over your whole garden, and that's why back in Stockton we minimize this, and it is very, very healthy though. You know, I mean, it had the same nutritional value as the spinach, and it's free. Here in Cambodia, you don't have to buy these, but then for the city folk, of course, they buy these. But people who have their own land, when I went to my family in Thailand, Cambodia, they don't have to buy these. They just went to the backyard and front yard, side yard, and picked these. And I have a video of it. I have to show it to you what I'm talking about. Okay, so these will be our leafy vegetable that will go in a few moments when I'm done. Because the kabocha is already cooked, so I'm not going to be able to stir it too hard, because the kabocha is going to break into it's going to break, because once it's cooked, it gets softened. You know, growing up in Cambodia, it allowed me to see different sides of the world. If I'm growing up here in America, I never know about this, okay? But growing up in Asia, it taught me such a beautiful, valuable lesson. Not only that I survived the genocide and all that minefield and all that killing. Not so lucky, about 150 of my family who was slaughtered and persecuted and injured. Those who make it through get injured, and those who didn't make it through, they have passed beyond the rainbow. There's a few other leafy vegetables that I don't have, but I'm not going to cry over it because I can't have it. I can't have it. So, like I said, I will just have to make what I have available here. If I want to eat it, you know, I won't be able to make it exactly like the Thai people will do in Thailand, or Cambodian people do in Cambodia. You know, I have just 1 or 2 pieces of bitter melons. I have bitter melon. I'm not gonna be able to put it into it because my grandkid will be crying if we put bitter melons in it, because they won't be able to handle it. I have a lot of bitter melon also. I'm gonna have to make soup for you so you know how it's done. That way, if you wanted to try it at home, you'd be most welcome. Okay. Oh wow, it looked amazing. Now I got my loofah, the mushrooms. Everything's going together so well, hands in hand. It smells awesome. It looks delicious. It's gonna be delicious. And that's why my children keep asking for more, because it's always delicious. This particular pot here, it's special because the grandchildren gotten to eat a whole bunch of vegetable. Okay. Let me, so that way it's not tangled in my pot. we'll add this last, okay? I have one more item that I want to share with you before I add this into the pot. And add one last ingredient, which is the fish, fermented fish, because that thing is pungent. So that's why I'm gonna always put it last, and that way I don't have to smell it for hours, and it linger in the house, the smell. So usually with this right here, we use the white basil, but they don't have white basil here. In California they do, but here they don't have white basil, so I'm gonna use this purple basil here. Okay. You know what these basil are, right? It's a purple basil. Normally this right here will need white basil, because white basil had different aroma, different fragrance than this purple. They're related, but if you grow them close together, they cross. They will cross species, and who always have the dominant of this will turn into that. I remember when I grow this purple and the white, these two species together, this basil here, the white species override this purple species. So these will turn white, turn greenish. It override it, and that's why when we grow this kind of basil and the white basil, we separate them or put them in a pot. When the root touch or when the bee pollinated, it'll turn one of the basil into a mixture of basil. Okay, it's not exact 100% white basil or yellow basil or purple basil. Is going to be something different. Okay, so I'm gonna leave some for my other cooking that I have in mind. I might cook the kabocha soup by itself. I want to keep this for that, because this is expensive. But today, because I have a lot of it, I'm gonna go ahead and I need a little bit of cooking oil, because I thought it would be a good idea. I'll do about one tablespoon of cooking oil, so that way my vegetable would be nice and shiny. Okay, because I need this in I need to add the fermented fish sauce. Okay, this is right here. This has already been grinding and processed, and I'm gonna use about 1 tablespoon of this. It's just the flavor, just the smell, because yeah, we just need the smell, the fragrance. Okay, I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon of these. I'm gonna add this last. I think it's a creamy, meaning that it's already been grinding. Okay. But I don't trust the process. I'm gonna go ahead and boil it anyway. I'm gonna do about 1/4 cup. Maybe I'll do 2 tablespoons because it's such a big pot. I don't want it to lose the chance of smelling this baby here. It smells bad by itself, but once it combines in other ingredients, it overrides the stinkiness. I don't know, don't ask me why, but growing up, this is what is being implemented in the kitchen. And the salty fish is nothing nasty about it, okay? The process of it is that they have to let the fish, catch the fish, clean the fish, salt the fish, soak the fish over, season the fish for a few months or a year, and then they, with salt, brine it over a few months or even a year. The longer, the better. And then they will add the roasted rice. And there's nothing nasty about it. It's just the smell. That's what tick people. And then same thing for Same thing for the fish sauce. Same process. They brine the fish in the big earth jar like this for a year, and then once the fish break down with the salt and sodium, and it create that beautiful liquid. And there's a few ingredients into it, and then with that, turn into the fish sauce. Simple. Add some color. Add some color. Good. So, oh, hold on. Yeah. The smell is out of this world. And that's why when I was telling you that when we first moved to America, we start cooking this, and all white Americans and black Americans moved away, and they were all saying, they call us stink Cambodian, because they're not accustomed to the smell of fish sauce and not accustomed to the smell of our cooking. So they're always saying that your cooking stink. You know, guess what? People who think the Cambodian food, the Thai food are stinking, they learn that they've gotten to taste it and enjoyed it. You see more people out of colored people started eating more Asian cooking, Asian food. You know, they got used to the smell. First, you know, I would be the same thing. You know, I mean, a lot of cheese product ain't smell that good to me neither. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes we don't have enough appreciation for other people's food. You just be critical about it. Okay, I'm gonna drain this because I'm afraid that there will be bones in it. See, so I'm not wrong. Okay. Even it said creamy, but they still have some bone in it. That's why it's always best to use the coriander and drain it out. It's safe. So that way you don't chew into bones. Okay, well, it looked amazing. The kabocha cooked really, really well. Everything cooked so well. I'm not gonna stir it because my kabocha is coming apart. I'm gonna go ahead and add a green leaf vegetable. This clean and drain nicely. So I'm gonna put this in last. I'm gonna increase my heat, and I'm gonna use my chopstick from now to stir this thing. Oh yeah. I went to search my dreams, so I found my prince. Yeah. Now this is not a regular chopstick, okay? I mean the regular chopstick is cute and huggable. This is your regular chopstick, okay? So this is the prince chopstick. So this is for chef cooking only, you know. So that for placing in your mouth. This one right here is where you get a chance to use it, stir your food, or when you stir fry something. Let me bring you over. No, I'm not gonna bring you over. I don't want to transfer you over, but oops, shoot. I should have my light. Dang it. Yeah. Oh, this looks wonderful. Let me bring it to you instead. And then I will add this basil when we're done. Okay, hold on. Okay. I want some videos of this. It looks amazingly beautiful. Oh wow. Okay, my spinach is cooking. I'll leave it cooking for about a minute or so. beautiful. Oh man. I overcooked the kabocha. So if I stir longer, it's gonna break all the kabocha, so I'll leave it alone. I'm gonna go ahead and add my basil. That will be the conclusion of our cooking. But before I do that, I wanted to dish it up nicely for you, so that way you will have a pleasure of seeing the final product. You cool? You cool? Okay. Oh, it smells pretty delicious. But I have not sampled yet since I added the fish, fermented fish. I'm gonna turn it off because I don't want my kabocha to liquefy. Let me sample this for you. Look at the texture of it. It had the yellowish from the kabocha and from the turmeric. Just perfect. Wow, amazing. It tastes better than I thought. It smells amazing. Let me dish it up for you so that way you have a pleasure of seeing them, the final products, okay? Oh, delicious. But I can bring you over. Nothing wrong with that, right? See that? Huh? We good? That's what I will label for this morning. Okay, let me bring my YouTube over. So, oop, my bad. Yeah. tastes amazing. Okay, you think that eating pho, eating porridge, this is even better because it's packed with all the nutritional vegetable that we have today. Not to mention the kabocha. Ooh, let me check on the yam. Okay. So here are the yam, the sweet yams, the white sweet yam, but it had kind of reddish rinds, skin. Okay, so I have about half cup of basil. I have 2 tablespoons of fish, fermented fish. It still have that beautiful sweetness in it. It did not alternate at all. It's just that it's now infused with delicious herbs and spices that we add in here. It tastes amazing. You see that? The simplicity of Khmer cooking is that we turn any type of roots, any type of fruit, vegetable into beautiful, tasty cooking in the world. Okay, we can add this in the curry soup also. Just saying, it's not just for turkey side dish. Okay, it's delicious. So this yam here is not soggy like yellow yam. Okay, the American yam is soggy. This is not. See that? It didn't even boil up. So my kabocha, on the other hand, it cooked relatively really well. It gets softened. Yeah. Well, if you like to try these, you don't have to, you don't have to do like extra lot like I do, okay? So you can start with small. Maybe half cup of rice instead of 2 cups or 1.5 cups, okay? Because let me show you how rice look like. This right here, you don't need rice, you don't need vegetable because it's already done in one cooking. This is like gonna be one bowl of happiness. That's it. You get your bowl and you go can sit somewhere where you can enjoy. Okay? And don't forget there's some chili pepper in there. So the rice cooked down really, really good, and I can't even see the rice. Okay, so that's the rice. Grain of rice. Ooh. I think my mom's ready. Delicious. Now what? I'm gonna dish it up for mom. I think she's hungry. Okay. Don't go away. Let me be back with a beautiful bowl so that way I can have a beautiful presentations. I'm about beautiful food. I'm about good food. Never fail. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm going to be serving in my collectible bowl. Okay. You don't find this at the market anymore. This has been with me about 40 years. Okay, I bought this when I first came to America from the secondhand store. I think it belonged to some family that had passed beyond, so I had possessed their belonging. I have not seen the visitor yet, the owner, but whoever they are, they're probably happy that their belonging are safe with me. I safeguard it. I have 2 china huts with all my collectible bowl and dishes, and these are beautiful. Look at the craftsmanship. All right, without further ado, let me serve this. Okay. My mom, she's talking to my little sister. First time she called from Stockton for a long, long time. Hey, must be her lucky day. I think I overflow it like I always do. Sorry about that. She's talking to her 5th child. My mom had 6 children. Very seldom she'll call, but today she called. My kabocha overdone, so I couldn't get it's all boiled down. My bad. Oh, here we go. 1 speck. A small one. All right, my friend. To you. To you, the vegetable porridge. ข้าวต้มแพะบะบอแพะสุกแล้ว so super healthy, super delicious to all of you. I will leave the full recipe on my YouTube channel. So if you would like to try this at home, which I encourage you to do so because you will love it, especially when you are recovering from your surgery or your cold or your sickness, these will boost your immune systems because it's packed with all sort of goodness and vegetables. Okay, so that's what we do in our country. If someone's been ill for a while, need to recoup, need to gain that energy, we'll make something this delicious and offer to the patient. And guess what? It's like soul food. Okay, so I appreciate you being here with me, and if you have not already subscribed and click like and share on my channel, my YouTube channel, please do. TikTok, please jump over to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you leave a message for me to let me see that you have come all the way from TikTok to Chef Inn on YouTube channel, and please help subscribe and help share, like, and click the bell so that way you get my latest notification. Okay, I'm here live almost daily. If I'm not too exhausted from other major project, then I should be on here cooking every day. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being here for me. For those who constant return to view my channel, to enjoy the time with me here and allow me to bring all this delicious recipe. The cooking videos is in a beautiful videos, colored video. I hope so, because I'm not proficient technicians. I can run a few programs, but sometimes the lighting is not always proficient, and I'm learning as I go. I grow as I mature into my content creating. But TikTok, I appreciate you also. Thank you for those hearts. Today I earned over 4,000 hearts. Oh wow. TikToks are amazing people. They can give you that amazing kind of love, even they don't know you. They crazy about sending you. I think my grandchildren were sitting there, their hand would be busy sending heart to grandma. I didn't know that until my daughter take videos of my grandkids sitting on the iPad and watching my cooking show and sending all the hearts. And that was heartwarming. I love my grandkids, and one day when I make millions, I want to have a compound of my family. I build units of housing where I can put all of my 6 children in one compound. We don't call it we'll call it the Inn dynasty. We're gonna create our own clan, and that's what my wishing, to one day to be able to bring all my 6 children living in one city, so that way I don't have to fly 6,000 miles away to see them. Well, now with the technology, it brings us closer with Skype, with FaceTime, with audio call, so it's a lot better. I can make phone call from TikTok. I can make phone call from YouTube and from Facebook. Amazing thing. Not to mention WhatsApp and all other apps. Amazing. These are something that we have to be grateful for those who are the creator, who inventor, and that. My nhắm ấy, bỏ patch ăn em không? Không ấy? Okay, mom. So I'm always grateful. I'm always grateful to be able to be on YouTube. This is my second year anyway. The first year I wasn't serious. I launched one major cooking, like the introductions and my debut of my cooking show, and it went viral. I had about 11,000 viewers and had thousands of watch hours. And then I went off and not returning. And with that, about 3-4 months later, YouTube started to resign the hours and the audience. So I have to build up all over again. Just a few days ago, YouTube sent me and said, congratulations, I have earned 3,000 community watch hours, so I have about another 940 more hours to go before I can, be rise and shine and get compensating for the time I'm on here. So in order to do that, I would need you guys' help. I've been on here my second years, and I've been serious. I've been consistency with my creation, my content, and my cooking. Even the day I'm not cooking, I try to be bringing latest information that's affecting our communities. And I also do podcasts. I also do live show on different subject with co-hosting and all that. And I also appears on I also have my own, not my own, an episode with MTV, the reality show with Tammy Romans. My episode is on season 3, episode 4. And for those who have not seen the reality show that I was on, it's still going. I think it's still showing, or it's a prepaid subscriptions on Primes and Primetime MTV shows and Beta, I think Beta or Betas. So Hulu, I think something like that. But I have not seen my own show yet. I've seen only a clip of here and there. I have not sit down and see the whole show. I can't bring myself to see it because it'll bring me back. People had sent me clips and comments and stuff like that. I just seen partial here and there. But I know how the story goes because I was in the store. So I hope that you will check out my reality shows on the Unfaithful show with Tammy Romans on MTV shows or MTV TVs, and or I think it's on prime time with paid previews also. So if you have not seen my episode already, I'm on season 3, episode 4. Check it out. Let me know how it goes, okay? And I would love to hear from you also, and if you like my episode. It's a little emotional. It was emotional for me. Every time we're talking about relationship and being betrayal, being caught, somebody, your sweetheart get caught cheating or discover they've been cheating, so that hurt, that bring back everything that you that you've forsaken, and that was emotional for me also. So I hope that you enjoy the show. Let me know how it goes. Make sure that you follow me on MTV also, and on YouTube. I have my own regular cooking show there. I've been on there for about 2 years. TikTok is still new for me. I'm still finally explore into doing live show with you, and able to do clip of here and there. But on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, will allow me to do like 2-3 hours of live recording. So you can go back in there and click on the recipe that I included today. Will be on the description platform, and you'll be able to get the correct measurement. If you're going to cook for a smaller portion, then reduce it, okay? Just do your math, or send me comment and say, hey, I want to cook for 2 people. How do I do it? And I'll be happy to do the division for you, because I'm cooking for a large family here. And this is, in fact, it's only half of the pot. It's not even fill up, because I just like the extra room of the pot. When I stir it, it does not splash all over, and when it boils, it does not flood it over. So that's the reason I transferred it into the bigger pot. And I add a little bit of ingredients on there and added more liquid into that. So yeah, it worked perfect, okay? So today is a beautiful Sunday, and my grandchildren and their parents and the nephew and niece who are here visiting are enjoying themselves. I think they're at Colorado River, because the Lake Mead connected Colorado River. I went to Lake Mead before for boating and just the water experience, but I have to work, so I wasn't able to enjoy myself. So my daughter set up a workstation for me with the tent. So I work remotely, so as long as I have internet, so I have hotspot internet, so it worked well. I'm sitting on the river, on the bank of the reservoir, and watch my grandkid and my kid have fun, and her friends. Mom, yeah, I'm serving my mom. So today just mom, the grandkids are gone. Normally they'll be here, grandma, 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 grandma. So yesterday I was supposed to take them to um, to the arcade, but then something happened um, while they were traveling. So I'm not gonna mention it, but you know, accident does happen. So they were scared. So they need to be treated. So I missed a chance being with them, but I will try another time with them. So, but anyway, I appreciate you being here for me. You're such amazing people. I owe all the gratitude to you for returning to view my cooking show and support me with your kind support. Allow my channel to grow, and I won't forget you guys. You know, because I owe that to all of you for being such great sports and so generous to support me on my channels and cheer me on. And you are my inspirations because of you supporting me and cheering me on here, coming on my show like that. That's called inspiring. That's called empowerment. You know, sometimes I do that for you too. If you don't see me on there, because just remember that I'm a very busybody. You know, by doing this, I still have my mom, I still have dogs and cat, and still have a son that still needs some support because he hasn't got his driver license. So on the day he work, drop off pickups, and I do content. You know, I'm involved. You know, I'm involved with clients also. I work also, and I work as interpreter. Sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes I'm busy doing online work and stuff like that, doing immigration service, doing the green card, doing the citizenships. And lately people have been questioning about doing all that sponsoring, but now they halted because due to the new policy and the new administration, new president also that throw off the whole, what do you call it, the whole plan. Okay, so but I see more and more people seeking out to apply for citizenships. Because why? You know, some people have been here 45 years, 60 years, 45 years at least, that I know that some of them even have green cards, and this is where they're facing the deportation potential. So yeah, we love our brothers, we love our sisters. We want to do so much for them. We want to give so much support in a loving, kind support way. We can write to the Congress. We don't have to picketing. We don't have to go against the Homeland Security Agency, agent. Don't disrupt them. Let them do their job. They do their job by ordered, and if they don't do it, and then something gonna be happen to them too. But because as American citizen, when we take an office, when we take on office, when we take on job as a civic servant, you're sworn in to serve. So if we don't serve, then we have broken an oath. So by us interrupting their job, by thinking that that's halt in front of their truck, halt in front of their van, it's gonna stop them. It won't. It won't stop them. They're gonna do their job, and they're authorized to do that. Okay, they will do their job. It does not matter how much we try to stop them. It's only interference, but we cannot stop them because executive order. There's certain ordinances that we have to live by, abide by, and sworn in by. As American citizen, when I became the American citizen, we have to take an oath too. That in case of the countries at war or insurgents, as citizens, we are sworn to bear arms to support the country. And that's why when I see those group of people that are out there defending the country, I'm not taking sides. I'm only go for what is right, what's right, what is right. And I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I'm afraid of the ordinances. I'm afraid of the law. Even I drive. I have tendency to look at the speeding post, so that I can drive accordingly. but other driver may not be driving accordingly. So that's why we have accident. Same thing for our livelihood. If we don't take care, we don't abide by the law of the land, we think that we rise above the law, then we have issue. We have enough turmoil, we have enough sickness, we have enough chaotic going on in the world already. If you are part of the problems and are not part of the solutions, okay, there are better way to deal with the policymaker. We can gather signature, we can rally peacefully. We don't have to go jump in front of the moving van, moving vehicle or transportation. That's dangerous. And then you're gonna sue them for bodily injury, and you may get sent to jail also. Better yet, you may get deported, or they were saying that they can resign your citizenship. If you're not US born, if you are naturalization, they can revoke your naturalization too. Why risk it? If you don't know how to deal with the government system, don't go out there being a fool. But there's more way to deal with this bureaucracy. When I was working with a community organization, we organized our little group. If something changed, if funding cut, if anything that we don't like, the policy change, we go to the Capitol in a group quietly. We make an appointment to talk to the constituency. We go to their office. We don't normally see the constituent, only the aide, only the receptions or the interns. Fine, we were there. We just voice our opinions. We talk to them face to face. Hey, we don't like what you're making, and then normally we get the support from the constituents. Sometimes we go to the city hall when they have a meeting. We go to the city hall, and then we have the public moment or public time where you can get up and talk about it in a manner that does not destroy, does not disrupt, does not cause vandalism, does not cause terrorism. It's called American Republican. We behave like communism. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, just realize that. When you do more than peace, picketing is a choice. Okay. So if you continue to disrupt the country, the turmoil will continue, more issues are going to rise. It's not going to bring peace. It's not going to change anything. It won't change. It's a law. The only time you can change the law is when you can collect million of signatures. Get 1 million signatures, then submit it in and have the law change. It's a lot of work. You have to stand by DMV, you stand by post office at a grocery store and collect signatures and submit it in. That's one of the way to request change. But you're gonna go out there and stand in front of the moving van, you are suicidals. I'm sorry. And it won't change a thing. All of that riots, all that protesting, did it change anything yet? Not yet. Because it does not work. You don't do it right. If you do it right, it will work. It will change. It may not change this year, it may not change next year, but it will change. That's what democracy stands for. Ruled by the people. Governed by the people. The governments are elected, are voted into the office. They didn't just walk in there and get the power. No, we vote into it. We vote them, we put them there at the office. They didn't just walk in there looking cool. No, we voted for them. They won by the vote, by the count. And we re-voted them and put them back in the office. They didn't walk in there looking good and cool. No, they have to win the election to get there. To remove them, you do the same thing. You get the amount of vote from the public to remove them. If you want certain amendment, then you have to collect so many signatures to get it amended. You cannot just go crying and raising flag, burning flag, stomping flag, spitting on the cup, bullying the law enforcement. That's not how it works. You're just escalating the situation. I'm sorry. I'm a peacemaker from Cambodia. I know how it's like to live under communism, and that's why I'm here in this country, is to escape the persecution. They kill us, they starve us, they put us to death. We cannot talk, we cannot say anything against the government, we cannot voice our opinions, we cannot mention name of the leader. You'll be disappeared the next morning. You find a dead person on unburied. So here in America, you have the freedom of speech. You protect it under the Fifth Amendment. But your speech become critical because you did not know your right. You think you know your right, but you don't live by the right principle. You want it done right, then you gotta do it right. By rally and making all that mayhem, it didn't work. I didn't see anything change. Wherever the public rallies, I didn't see nothing change. Nothing gonna change. The best way is to do it right. You do it right. I do my job as citizen. We can work together, collecting the signatures. 1 million signatures is gonna be a lot of work. At least 1 million signatures, I think. No, so I don't want to get into it. It's Sunday, okay? Forgive me. But it bothers me. And maybe next week we can talk about the beautiful big bills. How about that? And how it's going to affect the low-income communities. How it's going to affect the needy families. How it's going to affect the immigrants communities. Maybe we can have a deep conversation, right? Because I've seen a lot of that going on too. I think it's about time that we can talk about it so we can get it out from our systems and see what you feel about it. You know, some people rally and and despicably say that they're allergic to work, they don't want to work, they don't have to work, the taxpayer pay for your food vouchers, for your Section 8, you know. I mean, we've been doing that since when? I've been working for 45 years, put toward my taxation, part of it will go to that support the program also. As a taxpayer, I think I have certain right to say also, you know. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe next time when I do cooking, we just talk about that, and you tell me whether we should talk politics when I'm cooking. You know, I know politics is not my subject. I was with a group called Democratic Reform Group or something like that, belonged to with the Cambodian groups. You know how we wanted to help Cambodia. You know, thing going on during the elections and all that, and how certain family had more power than the others, and this thing that they did that I thought was good, but there's certain thing that I didn't like, because like I said, you know, being a woman and I'm outspoken, sometimes the program run by male, and when I ask questions, when they said that, why do you ask questions, you know, like I don't have right. I'm not in Cambodia now, don't get mistaken. I'm not an ignorant Khmer woman. I'm educated in 4 languages. I read and write very well in the 4 languages, so I consider myself very proficient. So I've been there, I read about it, I study about it. I did not just hear about it, I read and studied, and I research also. So whatever has come out of my mouth is not just my emotion or my feelings, based on statistics and knowledge. Okay? So that's why when men don't like the fact that women should not be politicians or talk politics, then I didn't like the fact that, you know, lack of respect for female person who take interest in politics, then I withdrew myself. And I said, well, you don't have to support the program. You can financially support. Okay, I gotcha. But until I have the support that I deserve from the groups, elderly men, I won't be doing it. I'll charge you by the hours because that's how much I'm valuable. Okay, if I do for free, consider lucky. If you're not that lucky, you have to pay me. I'm not money thirst person, but if you make me become a thirst person, then hey, you pay for it. It worked well for me. And so, like I said, some say, well, Mom, don't talk too much. Hey, I'll speak my mind. You know, I'm a free woman. I live in America. We have that freedom of speech. We practice our speech right. We have, as long as we don't mention name, it's cool. We're not deform anybody. We're not doing any defamation of character. I'm just telling you the story. I'm not mentioning no name. So if name is not mentioned, then it does not particularly pertain to anybody. Right? So okay. Good enough for Sunday talk. I appreciate you. My vegetable porridge is waiting. It's delicious. I can still smell it. The aroma is out of this world. I'm so happy that it turned out so good. I'm so happy that I'm able to collect all the vegetable for my rice porridge today, or my vegetable porridge, and I encourage you to try it out. Okay, I'm gonna, like I said, I have my recipe written out already back there. So I'm going to put it in the description area for you. And if you're a Khmer person, you know what this is all about. Okay, if you're older generation, you know exactly what I'm doing. And you're probably going to celebrate and say, oh, that tastes so good, Vanna. And I have not made this for years. Since Grandma passed, we didn't even make this. Or for the young generation, I said, oh, yeah. I tasted that from Grandma before. Now Grandma's not here. Mom hadn't made this. I'm gonna go make it myself. You know, so my cooking show, it will not be such a great legacy for older generation, but my legacy here is implement to a younger generation. I want the Khmer cuisine to live on beyond infinity. And when I'm no longer here, I hope that YouTube will still keep my recipe on air. You know, I hope so. And that's the effort for me, and with due respect, I might have my own cooking book also. You know, I think would be great to do that. To have Chef Vanna in cooking book, you know, in Thai and Cambodian, in Laos, in English, I think that would be amazing. But don't forget, I still have my own book that I'm about to complete. Also, I've been working on it about over a year now. It's called Rising Lotus. This book is about empowering women, especially my own community. I'm focusing on my own communities, and if it's useful for other communities, it's most welcome. So I have just a chapter to finish. It's such amazing, empowering book. Is called Rising Lotus, and it'll be available in electronic versions and copy also. So hopefully that I can get it done by the end of this year, and yeah, that would be great, inspiring. And my over here is creating legacy for my family abroad and in America also. Okay. With due respect, appreciate all of you for being such great, amazing followers and my support. I say hello to all of you. So, some said don't be political on there. You know what? Every day of our life we deal with politics. If you can be so ignorant, not talking about it, you can close your eyes, shut your ears, and shut your mouth, and let everybody else suffer. Let everybody else face the consequence of other lawmakers. You know, we can be as deaf, as mute, as idiocy, as anything that you want to be, but be supportive. Okay. I'm not going to be afraid about talking politics anywhere, and this is a free country, and I'm going to practice my right. And if you're not happy with it, I'm sorry. You know, I'm going to continue to do so. I will speak about it. I will make aware of it, and I will bring the awareness to it. And I'm not going to be ashamed. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to be nothing but sharing the common knowledge. Okay. So I know that my family don't like me talking politics, but you know what? I work in a community. I represent my communities. And a lot of my community members don't speak the language. If I don't speak about it, they never know all the changes. So I'm not worried. I'm not scared to talk about politics. I'm not scared to condemn politicians. I'm not scared to do anything. I'm not going to shed my skin or my hair over this. I'm going to talk about it. I know you don't like it. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Okay? So you have your own opinion to the matters. I have my own opinion to every matters. All right? Peace. Yeah. All right. I've been here long enough. The cooking is getting cold. I'm done with my ball pack. Now I'm gonna have to wait for the consumer to come home. I'm gonna consume a bowl of it, and I think my son is gonna have a bowl also. Okay. So politic talk is open subject. Cooking talk is also open subject. We can congruent this. We don't have to talk about cooking all our life. We can talk about whatever that is bother us in the community. We're gonna talk about the things that affect our life. It derived from the politician. If we not talk politics, then we'll let them do whatever they want to do, and that's not right. That's not democracy. That's called communism. Okay. So just remember that, because you have birthright, because you're born in U.S., you don't want to talk about things like that, you're fine. Now, I'm not going to say nothing, but I'm just saying that, we can talk openly. As long as we don't condemn anybody, as long as we talk in the context. We have the right to do that. Okay. Love and respect all of you. Appreciate you being on here. Appreciate your TikTok also. All right. So have a great Sunday. If you do attend church, have a beautiful prayer, supplicate it for the world, for yourself, and whatever is going on around the world deserve our attention, deserve our prayer. Especially the families that are facing the deportations, for example, the flood, those who lost their family due to the flash flood over abroad and in America, affecting all the life and the well-being. Okay, so you're good to go. Have a good Sunday. Until I'm back on here another time. Thank you.